Good afternoon, students. Hope you have had a nice day. Sorry I can't be with you today, but anyway, allow me to very briefly introduce you to the science of biology. I will be asking you when this presentation is over to reflect on some of the concepts that we are going to mention today and the ones that are mentioned in the worksheet that you're going to have in a few minutes. Okay, but when we say biology, what do we mean by biology? When we say the term biology, we mean the study of life. But what is life? It is not so simple to describe a living thing. Living things may share characteristics with other living things, and they may as well have unique traits. But there are so many questions that we are going to be asking during this course. Some of the questions are, for example, how did life emerge? How did Earth get so many species? There are millions and millions of different species. Also, when did life on Earth begin? There are many questions, but not that many answers. How did living things become so complex? Well, we are going to try to find the answer to these questions through the study of different topics. And what are the topics that we are going to study? Of course, we are going to study the cell. We are going to study its components, its functions. We are going to talk about cell division, about how cells become specialized. We are also going to study about carbon compounds so that we can understand the macromolecules that are contained in cells. We are going to study about DNA, about its role in heredity. We are going to study how scientists manipulate DNA in living cells for genetic engineering purposes, for medical purposes, for whatever purposes, but scientists manipulate DNA in living cells. We are also going to study about hominin evolution. So that is how modern humans came to be, what species existed before our Homo species. We are going to study about genetics, how DNA or genetic information is passed from one generation to the other. We are going to study evolution also, how modern organisms descend from common ancestors that have evolved over time. And of course, biology would not be biology if we did not study the human body, our body systems, because after all, we are the most important species on Earth. Don't you agree? But the key topic today, what is it? It's life processes. Remember when we studied in 7th grade, long time ago, we studied the common characteristics of living things? Remember? What are they? Okay, remember we said that organisms are organized because they are made up of cells. We said that organisms grow, that they are able to reproduce, that they respond to the environment. Okay, now you remember. Okay, but now we are going to be studying more deeply about the life processes which are common to living things. Of course, we know that a living thing may not be characterized by all 7 life processes. Okay, maybe it will not, one of the life processes may not be of a characteristic of one certain living thing. Okay, but anyway, let's start. We have different processes: movement, growth, sensitivity, respiration, reproduction, nutrition, and excretion. Now try to create an acronym. Try to create an acronym so that you can remember these processes. Try. Okay, let's see. Movement. What is movement? Movement is, of course, an action that causes an organism to change position or place. Respiration. I did not say breathing, I said respiration, which has to do with the chemical reactions in cells that break down nutrient molecules and then release energy for metabolism. When we talk about sensitivity, we are talking about the ability to detect stimuli and respond to it. Growth, we all know what growth is. Reproduction, we also know what reproduction is, the process that makes more of the same kind of organisms. Excretion, when we talk about excretion, we are talking about the removal of waste products of metabolism. And nutrition, when we take in, or it's the take-in of materials needed for energy, for growth and development. So these are the 7 life processes that determine if an object is a living thing or if it is not. Do you have the acronym now? Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. The acronym is Mrs. Gren. Okay, that way you will be able to remember the 7 life processes. Okay, what are we going to do today? In your biology notebook, you're going to paste or you're going to copy the definitions of the 7 life processes. You will have them in a piece of paper. Then you're going to reflect on how the object below could be classified as living, non-living, or dead. But please, I don't want those answers. No, it's non-living. But why? Use all 7 life processes in your answers. If it's necessary, you must include definitions so that the reader has more information. And before you complete your work, check if you have explained how the object met or did not meet each of the life processes. Okay? And also check for any grammar or spelling mistakes. Okay, that'll be all for today. And this is due today, and I'm coming tomorrow, so see you tomorrow, guys.